since I was born, I've been hearing about diversifying our economy.
Yes, I was just going to use that as an example.
Yeah, this
the
last
diversification
budget,
story.
is a big scam. This last budget, they say, okay, our budget is based on this price of a barrel of oil, like nothing else. So our entire economy is still based on oil and gas. But you're talking about diversifying it since I was in primary school.
And you know, that's something you talked about earlier, and you used the example that our economy is an oil and gas economy, and you know nothing about oil and gas. Because I happen to have lived and worked here in Trinidad and in Nigeria, which are two oil states. And first of all, the whole oil and gas sector, I would like to suggest to people that, again, we think the people who run things are the most competent in it, and it is not the case. That's not how economics is. That's not how the real world is.
I definitely agree with that.
It is really about who got the first idea to put what product or what service on the market first, and then they knew how to lock it down so that every time it's replicated, they make money off of it.
Yeah, it's all ownership now.
The other thing I want to say is that we undervalue how much of all human interactions and operations are hustle and is done under the table. Oil and gas, particularly oil, I can't imagine gas is much different. I stopped reading up about it when the world turned more to gas. But people quote the stock exchange and the price, global price of oil. But what I think very few people know, that there's like a mafia. I call it a mafia for lack of a better term. But there are dealers who trade in oil outside the formal structure, that the formal structure is just a sham for what it is they do. And, you know, if you Google it, there are stories about how so many oil-rich countries, predominantly the African and Southern Pole oil countries, have been robbed in terms of price, in terms of quality. So how it's traded, I think that was about 2007 or 8 when that story broke, or maybe a little bit before. And that was the first time it came to bear in the public eye. But we don't understand that it's not about competence. It's about what makes the most money and what flips the most dollars and what gathers the most volume in terms of purchase and in terms of cash, not know-how. It's not like things are run by common sense. I mean, if that were the case, we wouldn't be sitting here on an earth with all these natural disasters happening, because we've lived in a system and we live in an idea of an economy that's about, one, scarcity, and two, let's diminish and consume everything all at once. And those are two lies.